Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this September the 16th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Saturday out there so far. Hope everybody has a great Saturday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be talking about your forecast for Sunday and Monday. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the Watches, Warning, Advisory map for your location across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview and a few other products they offer. And also, we're going to take a look at the National Hurricane Center tropical weather page at the end of this forecast cycle. So stick around to the entire video and do not miss a beat of my forecast. Alrighty. If you're a new viewer and you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to it today. Hit that subscribe button. Like I say, before you leave this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like my daily forecast uploads. Alright. Also, like these videos, share these videos, and let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see here we got quiet conditions extending from Quebec, Canada, down in the portion of Maine, and also portion of New Hampshire. Also over toward Boston as well. Also across southern Canada, back to the portion of the southwestern Canada region as well. Also dry conditions expected from Seattle, Washington, down toward San Francisco, Los Angeles, Gulf of California, northwestern Mexico as well. Also through portion of Utah, toward Denver, Colorado, up toward Montana, through the Dakotas, over to Minnesota, Wisconsin, down toward the Dallas and Houston area of Texas. Also in the Louisiana, Mississippi region, and western Tennessee also. Alright, we got some shower activity up here in southwestern Canada, around just west of Vancouver. Also in the portion of Washington State. We got some shower and thunderstorms over portion of northern California. Up here in portion of Montana, we got some critical fire weather issues in that region, so maybe some wildfire problems there as well. Also, we got shower and thunderstorm activity over Arizona and New Mexico, down in northern and central Mexico, just across South Texas into the Gulf of Mexico, toward the Panhandle of Florida, the Big Bend region of Florida, down toward the Florida Key, Miami, Florida, up toward the Atlanta, Georgia area, through Columbia, South Carolina, toward Raleigh, North Carolina. Also towards Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, and New York region. Also over toward the Chicago area as well, and also in the portion of Kentucky and West Virginia. We have some shower activity up here in the portion of New York, also in the portion of Vermont, and also in the portion of Connecticut and Massachusetts region for your Sunday. Alright, here's a look at the forecast for Monday. We got quiet conditions stemming from Quebec, Canada, all the way back to the central and southwestern Canada region. Also through portions of Washington State, down toward San Francisco, Los Angeles, Gulf of California, portion of northwestern Mexico, portion of central Mexico as well, over toward the Houston and Dallas, Texas area, and also toward Denver, Colorado. Also in the Wyoming, Montana, through the Dakota, portion of Minnesota, toward Chicago, Illinois. Also down to Louisiana, and also toward the Atlanta metro area, northern Florida as well, toward the Big Bend area, and also the Panhandle, Florida as well. Through the Carolinas, all the way to the portion of Virginia, and also West Virginia, and also Pennsylvania region as well. Alright, we got some shower activity over in the portion of western Washington State. Also a little bit of mixed precipitation up here around Vancouver, and also down into Seattle, Washington. We got some shower activity over in the portion of Idaho as well, and also in Oregon. Shower and thunderstorm activity over portion of California, also Utah, and also in the northern portion of Colorado. Mixed precipitation over southern Colorado. No more shower and thunderstorm activity over portion of New Mexico. Also in the northern and central Mexico as well, and in the south Texas. Scattered activity in portion of Oklahoma, into Kansas, Nebraska, and also in the portion of Iowa and southern Minnesota. Alright, we got more shower and thunderstorm activity over South Florida, toward the Florida Keys as well, in the Miami area. Also in the eastern North Carolina, through Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, New York, Boston, over toward portion of New York State, and also Pennsylvania. Also, we got some showers, just some showers that's standing in the portion of Vermont, also in the New Hampshire, also in the Maine, also in the portion of Montreal and Toronto, Canada as well, in southeast Canada, also for your Monday. Alright, now we're fixing to move on to the weather radar across the nation. Been a while since I showed this here, so we're fixing to take a look at the weather radar this time. You can see here we got some shower activity, maybe some thunderstorms also going on up here in portions of New Brunswick, also down into Maine as well, and also down offshore in the coastal waters. Also a little bit in the Atlantic waters there as well. Alright, we got some shower and thunderstorm activity over portions of Michigan, back over toward Wisconsin, also into Minnesota, through Iowa, just northwest of St. Louis. Got a cold front extending all the way from, like I said, from Wisconsin all the way back in the portion of Arkansas, Kansas. And also we got another cold front with some lingering showers and storms extending from just east of Chicago all the way down to the Florida Panhandle, and also through the just east of Atlanta, Georgia. All this activity will continue to move on off to the east, but it should weaken as it moves into more drier air along the east coast. But this is a more potent system. This will continue to push on off to the southeast, and more showers and storms will continue to progress as this front moves to the east. Alright, we got showers and storms also down here in portions of the Houston area of Texas, down towards South Texas, just around Monterrey, Mexico. Also in the northern Mexico and in New Mexico, also over here in northern California also as well. A little bit of activity out here in Cuba and a little bit around the Bahamas as well. Alright, let's move on to the watches, warning, and advisory map for your location across the nation. Alright, as you can see here, we still got those tropical storm warnings in effect for Maine and along coastal areas. Gale warnings also in the coastal areas in the Atlantic waters all the way down to eastern North Carolina, a little bit down in southeast Georgia to east coast of Florida. Rip current statements also in effect for South Carolina coastal areas. Coastal flood advisories up here around the New Jersey, Washington D.C. and Maryland vicinity and Pennsylvania. Also still got those hurricane statements also in effect for Maine and also in New Hampshire. Special weather statement for them showers and storms you've seen on the radar from in portions of Illinois. Some flood advisory over portions of Missouri and also into portions of Kansas. Severe thunderstorm warning going on there as well. Same down in southern Alabama. Some special weather statements and also some flood advisory there as well. Alright. We got them red flag warning, fire weather watches in effect for Montana, also in the Washington State, Northern California. Air quality alerts for a couple counties there in southwestern Oregon. Good. Got some storm warnings to the south and gale warnings there as well. Central and South Hawaii and Chain Island, gale warnings. North side looks a storm prediction center time overview. Alright, as you can see, there's them little pockets of showers and storms over Northern California. Same thing down here in portions of New Mexico and also South Texas, also in northern Mexico. Same down across Florida through Mississippi, Alabama. Well, I mean Alabama and Georgia, all the way up into portions of Kentucky. Same over here with that marginal risk. This is where that line of showers and storms is. And that region produces some. Also up here in portions of Michigan as well, and there goes the remnants of Lee, still spinning over portions of southern southeast Canada, bringing a rain band or two across portions of Maine. That should pull on out of here later on tonight and tomorrow on your Sunday. Alright, convective outlook, you can see pretty much what I just talked about. Marginal risk in Texas, same up here, Wisconsin back into Kansas and Nebraska, general thunderstorm elsewhere. Alright. Current watches, none in effect. MDS discussion. This is unlikely, but it could produce some severe weather, maybe some isolated pockets of damaging winds and maybe some large hail. Storm reports came in. We finally got some today. Past 2 days there was none, but today we had 0 tornado report, wind reports. 0 was high. They pretty much took place of one was in South Texas, one was Central Texas, and the rest of them was up here in portions of Kansas. Alright, large hail, we had 11, one was large. They was up here in portions of Nebraska and Kansas as well. Total number 19. I would not be surprised to see this number maybe go up to about 22, maybe 25 over the coming hours. Alright, fire weather, we got an ISO dry spot over portions of Northern California. That's the only spot at this time. Alright, the National Hurricane Center tropical weather page. Alright, here is post-tropical cyclone Lee. If you're tracking him at home, it's located near latitude 44.5 north, longitude 66.1 west. Moving us to the north at 14 knots for 16 miles per hour. Minimum central pressure is 970 millibar, and the maximum sustained winds are at 60 knots or 70 miles per hour. Alright, let's move on to Tropical Storm Margot. Alright, this was at 9 p.m. GMT time. It was located near latitude 34.3 north, longitude 39.6 west. Movement is to the west at 7 knots or 8 miles per hour. Minimum center pressure 996 millibar, and the maximum sustained winds are 45 knots or 50 miles per hour. Alright, and finally we're going to wrap it up with Tropical Depression 15. This is at 5 p.m. Alright, it was located near latitude 20.8 north, longitude 47.1 west. Movement was to the north-northwest at 14 knots or 16 miles per hour. Minimum central pressure 1006 millibar, and the maximum sustained winds are 30 knots and 35 miles per hour wind gusts. Alright, with higher gusts. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed this forecast. So hope everybody continues to stay safe and well. Also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing if you have not. Like I say, go ahead and smash that subscribe button for me. Greatly appreciate it. Have a wonderful Saturday evening, folks, and take care. And like I said, enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got.